Now we're back to the classic survival horror experience, with Alone in the Dark, relaunched on Game Boy Color. Just imagine you could have played this spine-chilling adventure right in your hands. Alone in the Dark for Game Boy Color brings players to a foreboding world full of mystery, putting them into unknown situations and asking them not only to fight their way out but also crack some very difficult puzzles. The Game Boy Color's pixelated graphics lend the game a unique character, bringing players back to that era when an entire generation of gamers grew up. Go on a lone adventure, where the shadows move and every corner is dangerous. The relatively small color palette of the Game Boy Color enhances suspense, so that you experience survival horror at its most intense. Each creak of a floorboard and distant howl keeps you on the edge to your seat, as Alone in the Dark shows us that fear is absolute, no matter whether it is played out by hand. Its small body means that the Game Boy Color is ideal for playing not just at night under your blankets, or on the bus to work in early morning commuting traffic. Alone in the Dark for Game Boy Color is a captivating adventure that remains compelling whether you're an old-hand survivor horror fan or new to the genre. Recall the thrills of vintage survival horror on timeless Game Boy Color, because some nightmares are most comfortable in your hand. Can you survive alone in the darkness? Skull Flashlight #Game Boy Color #Alone in the Dark #Survival Horror #Classic Gaming